Here with another exciting, maybe, depends on your definition of exciting, backyard baseball game. We are playing in the Consolation tournament, so for those of us who do not manage to make our backyard baseball league playoffs, we have a somewhat competitive, somewhat for fun competition to see who can win this Consolation tournament. And I've not always competed, but usually do, and have had success occasionally and not so much at other times. So we'll see how this one goes. We are scheduled to play the Angels team. We are playing at Tin Can Alley, and we are considered the away team. Pretty excited to be at Tin Can Alley in general. I guess I think this one is just what the file had by default, because we should just be playing a best of one double elimination. So if I win this one, I will continue on, and if I lose, I will still have another chance in the loser's bracket. Playing with the same team I've been playing with this whole season. So, in particular, that is Cindy Chang, Jane Davis, Uma Morris, Mark McGuire, Wing Kwan, Barbara Jones, Kathy Wolf, Nancy Chin, and Jessica, what's her name? Wassersauce, I think is how it's pronounced in game. And this is my standard defensive alignment. I've been changing some things. Tin Can Alley is always a weird one, but I think I'm still going to do the changes I've been making lately, which is Kathy Wolf with her big speed and arm covering second base, Uma Morris with a pretty solid arm but slow over at third base, and all speed in the outfield, Cindy Chang in left, Wing in, I guess I want him in right this game with at Tin Can, more likely to need to make throws from right field, I think, at least. And then batting order, I've been playing with all season as well, but I like Jane batting leadoff, then Kathy and Wing, then Mark, Jessica, might bat Cindy last. No, I want to, yeah, I think I still want to do this. Uma, Barbara, Nancy. Okay. So, got my team back set up. I'm playing this Angels team. Alexis Weiss in left, Juan Gonzalez in center, Gary Allen in right field, Christina Beatty at first, Olga Tollefson at second, Marty Cordova shortstop, Butch Sherrod third base, Jose Canseco on the mound, and just like my team has a Raul Mondesi clone behind the plate, their team has Raul behind the plate, Raul, whatever you want to call him. So, no real good attempts to steal, most likely, unless the defense is just out of position or Raul guns it above the fielder's heads, which is definitely possible. Olga has a weak arm, but it's pretty well hidden at second base, and she does cover a lot of ground there, so some holes in the defense, but they are spread out pretty well. Juan is kind of a waste in center field at Tin Can Alley, but that's alright. Now we're ready to get started against the Blue Angels, coached by Bobby Jones, Bobby Bones, Bobby something. Let's just go with Bobby. And leading off with Jane Davis against Jose. And Jane crushes one up onto everything in right. Looks like it's going to cause some trouble for this Angels defense, as Olga is the one to go out and field it. Jane's going to finish with a triple. No real chance to get her home there with Jose on the mound with his strong arm. Looks like it did carry over my stats from this season. I just overwrote my file, so it shouldn't be that surprising, but I always forget how this actually works out. And Kathy actually succeeds at hitting the ball on the ground, goes right to Marty Cordova at shortstop, who gets in the way, but that one was hit so hard that it knocked him over, and wasn't really surprised by that. Pretty easy single from Kathy there. I think in this situation, yeah, that might have been a mistake. Wing popped it up and not high enough to cause the kind of catcher difficulties. And I was trying to send Kathy. If they had thrown to first, they would have doubled up Kathy there. Got a little too greedy swinging at that one. That looks like a really good pitch to Mark, but it's fouled back. It's a situation we would like to have with Mark. Except actually hitting the ball would be fantastic. There we go. That one's at least going to get off the wall. Might even go through the wall. Alright. Tim Canale, home run, bouncing off the building out in left field. It's a byproduct of Mark's 100 power rating. Puts us on the board with 3 runs here in the first inning. I think this is a pretty strong Tim Canale team in general. Enough power hitters to do stuff like that, and plenty of speed to just beat out hits in general. Pretty happy with Jessica's speed here as well. I think we're gonna, with the bases cleared, we can use her with a grounder swing, as that hook actually might have missed high. I thought it was definitely going to catch the strike zone, and I was going to try to pull it to the left, but... Alright, we do go down to 0-2 after the first pitch whiff and the second pitch foul off. So we just need to put the ball in play, hopefully. As Jose misses high above the strike zone for ball 1. And Jessica did what I wanted her to do, a Milwaukee chop, I would say. Hit the ball hard into the ground, and no real chance for the defense to make a play. Maybe if Marty had fielded it cleanly, but those are very difficult to field cleanly. Cindy Chang up next, just going to be trying to... I think I want to use grounder on concrete. I've had some pretty good luck on line drive with her this season. I think grounder is the best bet here to not let a fielder get to the ball very easily. So on something like sand, the ball just kind of dies, and then it's very easy for like the catcher to go pick it up and throw her out, but you're on concrete, it's at least less likely to happen. And that did happen anyways. Looks like they're going to be able to get Cindy at first. It advances Jessica up to second base. So, not a bad job there, no double play, and the lead runner advances. Let's bring up Uma Morris here. Jose misses well outside with the first pitch for ball 1. That one is a strike, but not quite what I was looking for, if possible. That one is struck well by Uma. It is just going to bounce off the wall out in left field. So just a single for her, but it gives Jessica enough time to come around. And extend our lead for nothing here. Definitely no chance at a steal. Barbara makes good contact, but despite the shift, Marty was able to field it pretty well and get the slow Uma out at second base. About what I foresaw happening there is why I was trying for a power swing. It's alright. We got our 4 runs, and Angel's leading off here with Olga, who lays down a bunt that Nancy fields quite easily. Bring up Raul Mondesi with 1 out in the inning and nobody on base. He tries to lay down a bunt as well, but fouls it off. And watches pitch number 2 for strike number 2. Ooh, Nancy just barely misses low with that right hook. Good eye by Raul. And then he crushes it out to left field. It's just going to bounce off the wall. Nancy, I don't know why you're coming out to try to make this play. Didn't really matter, but Raul does end up with a double off of that one. Brings up Juan Gonzalez after him. Kind of a scary situation here. Juan can definitely hit the heck out of the baseball. Whiffs at the first hook. Watches the second go by. That one's going to miss low. Really low. Wild pitch from Nancy there. And that one ended up higher in the zone, I should say, than I was really trying for. But thankfully Juan watches it go by for Nancy's first strikeout of the game. Brings up Jose Canseco, big power hitter himself. Whiffs at a couple of right hooks low and inside to start things off. Switch to an open stance. Ooh, so I tried to pitch away, but missed the strike zone, unfortunately. Missed with that one as well. Nancy a little wild here. So just trying to peck at the corners of the zone. Oh my gosh, I missed again. 3 straight balls to Jose. And now he's ready for this one. He does make contact, but should be an easy enough play for Kathy, and it is. Used up a lot of stamina there, juice there, with Nancy, unfortunately. And she is our leadoff batter this inning. So she does get on base, and I'm going to be counting on a big hit from Jane to do much of anything. But with her 1 contact and not amazing power, been struggling to get on base with her in general. She's my only sub 500 batter on the season. Good eye on a couple pitches there from Jose. Brings Nancy to a 2-1 count. Well, she makes contact, but that's going to go right to... Who do they have at first? Beatty, Christina. So, first out of the inning already for the Orioles, but Jane Davis up next. A strike from Jose, but wasn't feeling it. Well, Jane just hits that ball on the ground. It's going to go pretty much right at Olga, but by the time she gets the ball and tries to make a throw to first, it was not in time. So just a single for Jane, but could be worse. Kathy Wolf up next and fouls off the first pitch. Watch the second pitch go by below the strike zone. It's 1-1 the count, 1 out in the inning. Jane Davis is the runner on first. Ooh, that hook catches the bottom of the strike zone. Catches me looking. Might be high, but gotta swing at it. Kathy does well just to foul it off and stay alive. A little bad luck there with where the ball went. Olga was able to field it and tag tag Jane for the out as Jane tried to go to second. And Wing gets retired as well on a ground ball that goes right to Christina. Just trying not to have to do that. I should have been more patient there. That was just the first pitch. Frustrating. 3 of the 4 batters getting out in that inning. Nice play by Nancy there, though, to get Alexis at first base on a really high ground ball. Hit right into the ground and bounced pretty high up into the air. Nancy has been a pretty reliable pitcher for me this season. She's facing Marty Cordova with nobody on and 1 out in the inning. Marty hits the ball off of the wall in left for a single. Runner on for Gary Allen here. I kind of forgot he was still coming up. So definitely scary hitters in this lineup. Doesn't do a whole lot with it, but our defense flubs the ball all around. I was trying to cancel my throw, but we had already decided to from Cindy, so basically an user throwing error after the play, allowing Gary to go to second and Marty to come around to third. So 2 runners on, 2 runners in scoring position even for Christina Beatty here. Beatty, however you want to say it. And she gets all of that one. Might actually be over the tin can wall. No, it is not. But they score a run. Have runners on first and third now. Just tin can alley things. As Butch comes up to the plate. Hoping just to get a good double play ball here with slow runners all around the base paths. Looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Can't use the power-up we earned, but at least get out of that inning without any further damage. We are a little in trouble on offense, though, with Mark McGuire leading things off. That is not the goal of this lineup. Very slow runner to lead on base, and don't have anybody to drive in currently. Looks like he's maybe just not going to reach base anyways, as even Olga can field that bad ground ball in time to make through to first. Looks like a 3 or 4 hopper to first, but that's the way it goes. Ooh. That ball could just have stayed fair. It was great placement from Jessica, but alas. And that one could be trouble. We do get Jessica to first just in time, so lead off. Oh, sorry, not lead off, but a single to keep things going here. And Cindy Chang back up to the plate. Got out her first time up. I don't actually know what I want to be swinging at with her. Something that catches the defense off guard is our best bet. Or walk, as Jose has let us work this to a 2-1 count so far. That's going to be a strike, though. That's pretty good placement from Cindy there. Yeah. Nice single, and actually advanced Jessica as well. So a true single there. And we'll have Uma Morris up with 2 on and 1 out. So despite the rough starting things off with Mark situation, we have worked our way into another solid run scoring opportunity at least, which is all we can ask for. Nice swing from Uma. I wish my runners were actually like running, but thankfully Olga was the cutoff person there, so it gave us plenty of time to get Jessica home at least. It's only one run there, but I wonder if we would be able to steal with Uma here. Since we're taking this pitch anyways. Raul does not want to throw to second, so an easy steal from Uma. Which is good, because she is slow. Barbara hits that ball on the ground and is able to beat it out for a single, because Olga got kind of paralyzed with indecision there. That is just going to bring up Nancy here with one out in the inning and bases loaded. And it's a strike, and it's actually a pretty good pitch. Maybe needed to swing at that. Jose and Christina are swapping places. Assume the intentional swap from this defense. Nancy hit that ball hard, but way back behind the plate. She has had some good line drive swings this season, so I'm going to give her a chance. As Christina misses outside. Definitely a weaker arm on the mound now, but Nancy hits that ball so well, but foul. It was probably actually enough to get everybody advanced safely if it had been fair. I should have stayed square or closed on that one. But it was too late to switch by the time I realized that. It's going to miss outside. And Nancy just kind of has to swing at that one and hits into an infield fly. At least not a double play though. And we do have Jane up now, back at the top of our order. Whiffs at a hook. Looked like a good pitch to hit, but not quite. Well, made contact, and might get lucky with a drop. We do. And everybody is safe, so we get our run across, but now we have Kathy up with bases loaded, and Uma is our lead runner. Yeah, so I'm gonna try a line drive swing here and hope to hit it off a barrier or something. Looks like not quite. And it is caught by Marty Cordova behind second base. Really wanted to get more runs out of that after loading the bases and everything. But alas, I'd really like to pick up a strikeout to try to get more juice for Nancy here. She is pretty dang tired after all the careful pitching I was having to do. Now, as long as we have nobody on, I'm just going to have to try to save juice with slow balls and peck at this low and inside corner as much as possible. As Raul watches two such slow balls go by for 2 strikes. Fouls one back, so still 0-2. And hits a hard ground ball right back to Nancy for the second out. There's nobody on base for Juan Gonzalez. need to be switching out Nancy here. This is going to be a single, I think. Yep. Can't do a whole lot about fielding that one successfully. So with a runner on, I'm going to try to hide Nancy in right field and put Wing Quan on the mound. He's got good both hooks. So he's in an open stance, so we're going to try to hook on the outside corner. I guess I should have gone to first as our players bounce the ball off of each other instead of successfully making the play at second. Unfortunate there. Hard hit. Ground ball from Alexis. He's gonna score one. Ugh. Bounced off of Cindy in left field, and it took us too long to get to the ball and get the ball in. Giving up these costly runs to the AI here. Not scoring as many as we need to on our end. It's alright. Wing has Marty on an 0-2 count and picks up a strikeout. Would not be upset to get that juice I was mentioning earlier, but Nancy will get at least a little recharge before we get back around to our side of, or get back around to pitching, I should say. Wing 0 for 2 so far. Pretty rare for him this season. Definitely prefer to get a closed stance swing in here. Does not look like Christina is going to give me that option. I'm at an 0-2 count. That was just a nasty hook. Hope that stays inside. It does. That is also going to be inside. So 2-2 now the count for Wing. And he got basically what I was looking for there. Christina fired the ball across to first. I did not think she could do that. Unless I'm misremembering her arm. But Jose was a little bit off the bag, covering first. And so Wing was able to reach safely, which is nice for Mark McGuire here. It takes a hook that catches the low inside corner. That one's going to be a strike two. Ugh. Couple nasty pitches from Christina that I couldn't do a whole lot with anyways. This is high there though. That one might have been outside the strike zone, but it was a good enough pitch that I swung at it anyways. That one did not clear the tin can left field wall, unfortunately. So it is just going to have Mark on first, and we barely got Wing to third. Once again able to get Mark to, I guess we did with Uma the last time. We do get Mark to second base on a steal attempt. Raul has no interest in throwing there. That one was a nasty catch, the low and away part of the plate from Christina. Jessica hits it off the wall in center. It's enough to score Wing and get Mark to third, but no further. So we got Cindy Chang up. Runners on first and third. And no outs in the inning. Defense playing, well, at least on that pitch, was playing really far in on Cindy, which is not terribly surprising. Christina is trying to get cute, pecking away at the corners, and has missed twice in a row now. Cindy got the pitch we were looking for, on that towards the outside part of the plate to swing at, but fouls it back. And whiffs at an inside pitch that I mostly expected her to whiff on. Switch to grounder here with 2 strikes. I think that was a strike, but Cindy does well to foul it off. It's that one right back to Christina, who has no fear making a throw to first despite the runners on base. Maybe because it is Mark McGuire on base, but Cindy does get out, unfortunately. Just bad placement on that grounder from her. Will Morris is up. 2 runners on. Got a nice pitch. Close to the middle of the plate, but fouled it back, but made great contact there. That's going to get off the wall and left. It's going to be enough to score Mark McGuire, just barely. So Jessica on third, Uma on first. Scored our 8th run of the game, and we are at 1 out in this inning. Once again, able to get Uma over to second with a steal. Just kind of funny how situations have worked out for stealing in this one. Barbara hits that ball well, but oh, just barely well enough. As the fielders fight with each other. Okay. Juan recovered better than I was expecting. Almost got Barbara thrown out. I don't think I did anything wrong there, but you watch this game later and think I did anything wrong there, please let me know. By wrong, I mean cheesing the rules. End result is another run and a runners on second and third, and 1 out. Nancy Chin at the plate. It's on a 1-on-1 count right now. Fouls off that hook. We switch to a line drive swing. That hook does catch the bottom part of the strike zone, unfortunately. So, poor Nancy, 0 for 3 today. A lot of the rest of the team has been doing pretty well. Great swing from Jane there. Depends on who fields this. Alright, we can get her home. Inside the park home run for Jane Davis, scoring 3 runs in total, including herself. She's just a double away from the cycle now. It's also going to force a defensive change. Marty Cordova coming into pitch, leaving Christina over at shortstop. We would like to hit it to her if possible. Instead, well, that'll work. I think it's a ground ball, pretty much up the middle, but gets around Marty and takes way too long for Olga to both field and throw it. So Kathy reaches with a single, bringing up Wing Kwan. I think is going to do enough to get a hit here. Just barely. Jose was not quite on the bag at first. Marty does have a cannon and used it there, but just enough to get everybody on base safely. And bring back up Mark McGuire. I think we batted around in this one. It's a nice pitch from Marty. Thought it was going to be called a strike, but not anything I am interested in swinging at. Same for that pitch, low and inside. Can't be quite as selective now, of course, with 2 strikes, but got a pitch I wanted anyways. Not going to go out of the park or anything like that, but a long RBI single from Mark, ultimately. Bringing back up Jessica Wassersauce. 2 on and 2 outs. Marty's going to miss inside with that pitch. Rawl is going to make a throw to second this time. So Mark is not going to get a chance to steal successfully. Not going to matter too much with that swing from Jessica. And then I'm going to get Jessica thrown out, trying to get Mark going and advance her to second. But it does give us credit for the run, thankfully, because we had a successful hit for that. So we're back to being able to use Nancy as well. That's good. Up to a 14-2 lead here. We're in the bottom of the 4th. This is taking a long time. Oh well. And a relatively light day of school/work today, so don't feel too bad about getting this done tonight. Gary decides he doesn't just want to strike out and continues to foul off pitches and took a pitch and got 1 and 2 and have thrown 5 pitches to him now. Another foul ball from Gary. Quickly wearing down Nancy's stamina once again. And somehow from a open stance, he gets that pitch on the low and outside corner and pulls it hard off the wall and left for a single, because that makes sense. Stupid game. Just kidding. Bringing up Christina with a runner on, and she's going to hit pop-up. That is going to be an error from the catcher. And they're both going to reach safely, except the AI decided to just start running. I'm just, whatever. Playing defense is dumb. I just make dumb throwing decisions, and most of the time it hurts me. That time it happened to work out. Nancy's exhausted. It's fine. That should have been an out anyways, if I knew how to play defense, but alas. End up with a runner on second. I wasn't going to go for a double play there when it was just kind of a weird situation in general. But they do get a runner to second. I guess it's Christina. And we struck out Butch, and we're back up at the top of the order with Olga. We are going to have Nancy up, I think, at some point this next inning anyways, so we're going to go ahead, bring her back to the mound, use this juice that Wayne got for us, as he has now struck out 2 batters, and Nancy's 1. And so we'll have some juice for Nancy next inning. Nancy's going to take the easy throw to Jessica on that little grounder from Olga, and Jessica will make the actual throw to first for the out. Bring up Cindy Chang once again, leading us off here in the top of the 5th. She cannot beat Rawls' throw to first. She used a line drive swing, but not hit that ball far enough. So, first batter out. Never a great sign. So Olga got all of that one. It's going to get up on the trailer in center field. And going to give her enough time for double. Ground rule double, actually. Not bad from Uma there. So Barbara Jones up with Uma on second. The pitch was pretty sure outside the strike zone, but Barbara got a good swing on it. Hits it off the wall in right center for a long single, ultimately. It does also skit Uma over to third, so we like that. Take this first pitch with Nancy and get Barbara down to second base with the steal. Maybe risky to take with Nancy with her one contact, but man, that pitch is a strike. Alright. 0-2 here for Nancy. Definitely in the hole in this at-bat. The game's doing some weird stuff, but it's a nice swing from Nancy. Gonna be an RBI single. Alright. She kind of went the other way there. It fooled this Angels defense. So run number 15 for us. Two runners on and one out for Jane Davis. Having a good game so far. It does just barely catch the strike zone there after missing low with a slow-mo. 1-1 is the count. Jane hits that one on the ground and foul. Kind of glad it went foul, personally. It's 1-2 here. And Jane hits that one. It's going to get called an infield fly. And that's annoying because it would have been a hit. With where Olga was positioned, and she wasn't even running after the ball there. Well, that ruined a pretty good run-scoring opportunity, probably. As Marty has a nasty hook, just barely catches the bottom of the strike zone on Kathy. Misses high and inside with the second pitch, though. One might have been a ball, honestly. Well, everybody's safe, I guess. It's not great with Wayne Kwan up next, but our lead runner is Barbara. Okay, I don't know anybody that slow on the bases. Okay, this could be worse. We're still gonna have to get lucky with placement on a line drive from Wayne here, but it could happen. Doesn't help that Marty located a slow-mo and a hook on very tough places to hit the ball. It's going to be a strike too. No, it's not. It does miss inside, thankfully. So we're still alive at 1-2. Wing's pretty solid vision, at least compared to the rest of my team. Paying off there. He works it to a full count now. And he earns a walk. That is huge. With the bases loaded, to bring a runner in and to have the bases loaded for Mr. Mark McGuire. So, you know, I obviously don't have a 100% success rate in these scenarios, but this is what I'm trying to generate, and then it's up to the will of how well I hit the ball with power, which, yeah, definitely, it's not very consistent. But is the idea behind this team, and it's supposed to work pretty well here at Tin Can Alley in particular. I'll swing at your slow-mo, Marty, sorry. I'll go to 1 and 2. Still waiting on a good pitch. Butch is now on the mound, sending Marty to third. Butch is going to miss inside with a hook to start off his pitching day. That one, I don't know if it was a strike or not, honestly, but Mark was able to reach out and hit it, and if y'all could run, that would be fantastic. Score at least 2, just to call the ground rule double before we can get wing all the way around. But we like that from Mark, we'll take that. Ground rule double, scoring 2 runs. Puts us up 18-2. Jessica, don't know why you did that on a nice pitch and a power swing, but you hit it on the ground right at Jose, so you got out. And so that ends our inning. We'll have Cindy leading things off for us in the top of the 6th. Nice play from Uma there at third base. That was her first real play of the game, and she executed it. Hard hit out ground ball from the speedy Mondesi, so nice job from Uma there. Juan Gonzalez at the plate now, and watches the first slow ball go by for ball 1. Second one catches the low and inside corner for strike 1, and then he was ready for it. Gonna hit that one off the wall in left. I'm gonna try to successfully play it off the wall, and, well, pretty much do. We get Juan caught in a very temporary pickle. Tried to time it well with Kathy's strong arm. She's the one who had it at second, and she made an appropriate throw to first to get Juan and not force any running around or anything. Nice job by Kathy's range there to get in the way of the ball. And Barbara came over from shortstop to clean it up and get us out of that inning with no real damage. So, here in the top of the 6th with Cindy. Takes the first pitch from Butch low for ball 1. And second pitch high for ball 2. Only 1 for 4 today for Cindy, but hoping for a hit here or a walk. As it goes to 3-0, and I am 100% not swinging at this pitch. Which was a nice hook from Butch that I didn't want to swing at anyways, but kind of tempted to just say I'm not swinging at this pitch too. Well, Cindy fouls it back, so full count now. Fouls that one back as well. Good job to stay alive with her terrible hitting ratings. Makes contact. It's a fair ball. Can she beat Jose to first? Yes, she can. That is Cindy's favorite strategy for getting singles. Get the defense to play so far in that the first baseman cannot get back to the bag quickly enough to make a play. That one is going to probably end up being a single, thanks to the fact that Rawls just going to drop it. So, not great, but technically a single from Uma there. Runners on first and second for Miss Barbara Jones. Been okay for me on offense. She's more of a defensive pick in general. Takes first 2 pitches for balls in this particular at-bat. That was lower than I thought it was. So that would have been a great pitch to swing at, but I took it anyways. One might just beat the defense, essentially. So, nothing too crazy or pretty there from Barbara, but it got everyone on base safely. So bases loaded for Nancy here. Fouls back. Unfortunate. Great pitch to hit towards the outside part of the strike zone. Yeah, I thought that was going to get called a strike. Okay, as it was a strike. Nancy does well. And that's borderline inside pitch to stay alive, but is at 0-2 here. Fouls off that pitch. That was low and outside. I think a strike. That one just barely misses low. Nancy fouls that pitch off. It has been her best tool for most of the season. But she needs to learn to hit the ball fair when it's the actual good pitches, though. Or we can just stay here all night. I don't really need sleep or anything. Butch got tired of Nancy hitting the ball foul, so he just throws it way above the strike zone. Nancy hits the ball hard. Sorry. Yeah, it's been a long game. Nancy hits the ball right back to Butch for, what should have been a double play at any number of bases there. But instead, Butch throws it so hard that Raw feels that he needs to run well behind home plate to field it. And everyone is safe. Nancy gets an RBI single. Amazing. Shane Davis at the plate, bases loaded, nobody out. This is what dreams are made of, folks. Go foul. Alright, good. And now we're at 1-2, and that is a little bit less dream-worthy. There we go. Stay in the park. No! How am I supposed to get my cycle if Jane hits a home run instead? Nice grand slam from Jane. Went through the Tin Can Alley wall for our second time today. It's not really supposed to be that common of an occurrence. But this team has a few really strong power hitters. Great job by Jane to clear the bases, put us up 23-2. And yeah, we're still here with no outs in the inning. Alexis is now on the mound, so that puts Butch out in left field. Alright. Those couple good pitches though, and Kathy is now down 0-2 in this at-bat. Reaches out and pokes a ground ball that's gonna sneak out into the outfield. Olga decided not to field it, I don't think she would have made the throw to first anyways. Nice job by Wing just to place the ball down the third baseline. Marty's pretty tired over there thanks to his time spent pitching. So pretty easy single. 2-1 for Mark McGuire here. Even I'm not going to swing at that pitch outside the strike zone. I was tempted. Ooh, that one I would like back. But Mark just fouls it back behind home plate to go to 1-1. One I think is high even for Mark. It is. That's gonna be a strike, but don't love it. But now 2 strikes, and swing it whatever we can get. Guess it's gonna be that. Mark hits that ball high and deep and gone. Third Tin Can Alley actual factual home run in this game. Truly amazing. 3-run home run from Mark McGuire. This offense is operating at its intended level right now. We take a 26-2 lead here in the top of the 6th. Bringing up Jessica Wassersauce against this demoralized and out of position Angels defense. Jessica hits the ball hard to the left and it is going to go off the wall out there. I think I can get her to second, and we do. Nice double from Jessica, and for better swings all game, all season even. Bringing up Cindy Chang here. Runner on second. Let me go foul just barely. That was a weird swing. Ball kind of started out in fair territory, going towards third base, and ended up going foul along the first baseline. Ooh, Cindy's going to get out there. Did not hit the ball quite hard enough. Easily fielded by Rawl. I'll bring up Uma, who is 5 for 5 today. Definitely some luck in there, but I'll take it. Alexis with the nasty hook. For a strike to start things off. That one's also a strike. Alright. Quick 0-2 count for Uma here. Pops that one up foul behind the plate. Would have been in play, I think, if backyard baseball allowed for that. Foul ball from Uma. Way too many low contact batters in this team. It's that ball hard into the ground. I think even Olga can make that play. Yep. Uma is retired for our second out. And that's okay. Win or lose, I'm about ready for the game to be over. So, well, I do wish I had that pitch back, because I think Barbara even could have crushed that one, but takes the second pitch for a ball to go to a 1-1 count. Still have Jessica on second. Now 2 outs in the inning. Now 2-1 is the count. Barbara with a little ground ball that I thought was an easy out, but nobody wanted to field it. So, an easy single instead. 2 on, 2 out for Nancy. At the bottom of the lineup. Does get a first pitch strike, but not a particularly appealing one. That's that one. High in air behind home plate. For strike 2. I thought that was going to be a ball at first. Last second realized it was not. Got over to an open stance in time to foul it off. I think that's a ball. It is. 1 and 2 for Nancy. I'd love to get her another hit this season. She hits that ball well. It sneaks past Jose, but Gary has enough of an arm in right field to make the play at first, unfortunately. So, really a nice hit from Nancy there, but not quite enough. So we only scored even numbers of runs. We scored powers of 2 numbers of runs each inning. And 0, I guess. Whatever. That's not a power 2. That's not an error. We actually successfully executed the first base person to pitcher person play. Got our first out. Nice tag team from Wing and Kathy out in shallow right as the ball bounces off of Wing, but Kathy had come over close to where the play was happening and caught it off of Wing. Love to see that. Good teamwork. Gary Allen up, and he does not want the Angels to be done yet on a, well, shoot, ball got caught. Should have been easy out at second. Instead, I think it's going to be an inside the park home run. Is Gary going to stop? Somebody want to pick up the ball? Alright, triple from Gary Allen. Stupid tin can alley. Bounced off of the wall on my throw. I should have been more careful about that. That was my fault. Unnecessary triple there. Did get Christina to a 0-2 count here with 2 outs. Gary on third. And she goes down on strikes. Nancy's second strikeout of the game. And we get out of that without giving up a run, despite the triple Gary Allen. Alright, well, not a bad game overall from us. Obviously, 26 runs is on the high end for our scoring, and some nice performances from, well, our power hitters. Did what they were supposed to do. Mark and Jane with 9 and 8 RBIs and 2 home runs each. So, yeah, nice job from them. Mostly nice job from the rest of the team to get on base ahead of them. Yeah, nice team effort. Everyone scored at least 2 runs in this one. And had at least 2 hits in this one. Alright, that's it for me.